Divine greetings, beloveds. Right now there is chaos and controversy going on in the astrology world. Two big stories that we need to know about and what I plan on doing about it. Welcome, beloveds. I am Tanya Melendez, creator of Chart and Soul Astrology and your favorite cosmic concierge. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about this chaos. The chaos that is SpaceX sending a rocket to the moon. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely, again, I don't even know the word for it right now, but this is very centered on the ego. Because if we look at what a rocket really looks like, we know what it looks like. And the person who is in charge of this is putting the earth and sun in danger. Why? Because they don't know how the rocket is going to respond to the moon's energy or its force field. What if it knocks it out of orbit? We don't know that. And maybe this is the reason that they were building these secret bunkers back in the day. But I gotta tell you, beloveds, if something does happen, their underground bunkers aren't going to save them or anyone for that fact, because it could change the tides, it can change the weather, so many different factors. And why this is even more chaotic is because he's doing it with the lunar eclipse. And some people will see this experience because the eclipse will be seen in parts of Spain and Portugal. And so we need to be very mindful and actually very prayerful. And I'm going to get us into some prayer in just a minute about this situation and about this experience, because we do not know the ramifications that it will have for us in life here on earth. So join me in just a few minutes for what this may do to our bodies, because the moon impacts our emotional bodies just like it does the tides. Next is the controversy. I don't know if you've heard this, and I'm not here to gossip, this is true. One of the astrology world's biggest and most prolific teachers that we've had in my lifetime made a huge error in judgment. In fact, he was on a podcast with someone he considers one of his best friends who was a black man. And so, without naming names, he said the N-word in a ha-ha joke. And so the astrology world is up in arms because saying the N-word is never a ha-ha joke. And in fact, I have followed this teacher, was even enrolled in some of his courses, and was about to get into a study of Jupiter in Leo just now, because I'm about to have my Mercury in Leo, Jupiter is in Leo right now, and I do have that Cancer Leo cusp. But I digress. So this controversy is really tapping into the lack of Black professionals being seen as professional astrologers in the cosmic world. And this is one of the key reasons that I was given the divine guidance in my dreams to come back to social media, as well as putting out new insights and information here on YouTube. So I want to share with you now, there's going to be big changes coming. Name, feel, tone, all of that. So don't be alarmed. And guess what? I'm not trying to use AI. It's really all me. This is why I've taken some time away. And I should say that one of the other reasons I took time away is because I needed time to grieve what I have gone through over the last year. Now, without getting into a whole story about that, I will say that the Swiss psychoanalyst Carl Jung did say self-actualization comes from individuation, and individuation comes from time away. But I'll get into that at another time. So taking the last 7 months away from social media has not only helped me regulate my nervous system, but also helped me calm my mind, my body, and spirit after a year of great loss. And so that's why I'm coming out now during Leo season. I'm about to have my Mercury in Leo return and so many other things. But again, we've got this big new moon and solar eclipse energy coming that is really going to impact all of us in such profound ways. I know many of us, July was a big month in astrology, and we've got the rest of this year to go through. But the nodes that change, the nodes of destiny, in fact, are doing their work. And so with this chaos and with this controversy, we are going to start seeing more and more celebrity type people being knocked off their pedestals. People that we look up to for inspiration, people that we have thought were better than us or higher than us, will be brought back down to earth, literally and figuratively. And so get ready for these big changes coming here to this channel and out there in the world, and really start to pay attention to how it is feeling in your body. But what I want to do is really get back to the basics. So not only am I back to studying A Course in Miracles, mixing that in with my Ifa and African traditional religious studies, as well as my goddess studies and all of the other things, having a spiritual base is key, and one of the biggest reasons that I am able to continue to do this work that I've been doing for almost 20 years. Saying the same thing, being the same person, showing up week after week and month after month and year after year now, so I can get this information out and share my insight and body of work. So if you are looking for more of this type of insight, please follow me over there on Substack at Chart and Soul Astrology, as well on Instagram. And as I said, there will be big changes coming. And so I just want to wrap things up with a little bit of prayer and what you can do about this chaos and controversy. So number one, with the chaos that is going on, tap into your body. Pay attention to your dreams over the next few days. And on this day of launch day, I'm not sure quite when it is, but I do believe it is actually on Sunday the 9th. We're not getting the real information, but I do believe, and I have heard in the past, that it is going to be on the 9th. And so on the 9th, we're going to not only feel the energetic shifts. We've got Chiron and Taurus. We've got so many different factors in the mix, but we are going to feel most likely the effects of this rocket hitting the moon. So I want you to make sure that you are doing some grounding practices, some prayer, some meditation, and really asking the moon and sending out energy to the moon. So we are, really bolstering her energy up. For the controversy, make sure if you are a person of color, that you are following astrologers and people of color that do this type of work. I know it's not just me, there are tons of us out there, but also make sure they're vetted. There's so much pop astrology and AI slap astrology out there. Everybody is an astrologer now, and that is absolutely not true. I have studied since I was a little girl. You can look at all my videos and see that I've been talking the same thing for a very long time. And so I don't need to get into my history, and I'm not trying to demote or ridicule anybody. You want them vetted. Why? Because you want to make sure that they're studying, that they're not just getting this off of AI or stealing from somebody else's information and regurgitating it to you. You want to make sure they are a studied astrologer. And because astrology is such a big body of work, that they are a student of astrology. I have shown you my books. You could see books. I have astrology books around me at all times because I am always learning something new. I'm always taking classes to continue to develop not only my education in astrology, but also my knowledge. And this is the type of people you want to work with. And the reason even that I have the name Chart and Soul Astrology is because there's more to your chart than just information. Your soul is in there. Your identity, what you came on this planet to do, is in your chart. That is your soul, right? Your soul mission, your soul, soul self, I like to say. And so next, what you can do is start to not only know your chart, but embody it. So let's do that now. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath with me. gently close your eyes. You can have your hands in prayer position, or like I like to call, prayer fingers. My eyes are closed, but you can see I've got my prayer fingers up. There's always a heart right there in the middle. And bringing those prayer hands right to the heart center. And taking a few more deep breaths, allowing yourself to just be here now. Earth, water, fire, air, guide us to what we must share. Allow us to see, know, feel, hear, and understand your divine wisdom and guidance. It is in this here now moment that I recognize that there are outer experiences occurring that are impacting and influencing our inner world. And as I know that these outside occurrences can be distracting, can be even disappointing, can be even disruptive, I absolutely know that there is a divine plan of the one that is the one that knows what we do not. And it is from this place of groundedness, of presence, and of purpose, and of possibilities with the present that is above us, below us, beside us, behind us, and before us, that we recognize that there is a higher purpose, there is a higher plane, there is a higher presence that washes over each and every one of us. So I bless every soul and every spirit, every first breath and every last breath, every wing and every wish, every animal and every insect, every tree and every seed and every star. I bless us all. I bless it all. I call it good. I call it goddess, God, universe, spirit, life force, chi, whatever it is you like to call the divine being, the divine force, the divine unification, spirit, soul, whatever it is you like to call it in. As I also call in the ancestors, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the orishas, the goddesses, the gods, the fairies, the hadas, the duendes. I call in all divine life beings that are here for our positive, higher being, higher self. And as I have prayed us all up and prayed this all out, I release this prayer out into the universe, up into the cosmic celestial field, and deep down into the ground, knowing that all is well, and so are we. I let it go, I let it be, and so it is, as above, so below. Amen. Ashe. I am so grateful to be back. You'll start seeing me more, as well as changes everywhere. So get ready for a whole new everything, but the videos that you'll want to see are right here at Chart and Soul Astrology with me, Tanya Melendez, your favorite cosmic concierge. And until next time, beloveds, peace and blessings.